My lovelies, what it do, what it do, what it do. This is Planet Base, the tree of life, Genesis 129, aka Virgo Networks, the animal planet, aka the daughters of Zion, aka the maidens and the virgins, aka that topaz gem sapphire coming straight from that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what I'm trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this, the name of this is called Heathen. Heathen, guilt, shame, easily offended. Being easily offended often acts as a defense mechanism for underlying guilt and shame. When a person carries a deep subconscious belief that they are fundamentally flawed, shame, or holding on to an unresolved past mistakes, guilt, external feedback feels like a direct attack on their core identity rather than constructive critique. To protect their already fragile ego, they unconsciously deflect, okay? They deflect these feelings outward as anger or resentment, a behavior known as shame overloading, okay? It's been a lot going on with a lot of people. I'm noticing behaviors, okay? I'm noticing that a lot of people is getting easily offended, okay? They are sensitive. You can't say anything to them without them jumping to the defense, okay? And it's like, wait, like, how, like, what's going on with you? Like, you good? Like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't say anything to them. Like, I had several incidences about the dude the other day that I had to block because it's like he started deflecting his failures of life onto me, and I'm like, I ain't seen you in 10 years, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Then it's like every time you talk to people, they have negative thoughts about themselves, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. You just can't say nothing to nobody about nothing, and it's just crazy. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm noticing that a lot of these behaviors are coming from the people who took the mRNA. They took the mRNA. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just saying. A lot of people who acting funny are those who took this. And also, it's a lot of, spiritual warfare that's going on in people's mind, okay? I'm going to keep on saying the mind is the battlefield, okay? That's what it is with that. Demons feed off of negative thoughts. That's why you got to watch what you tell yourself, watch the names that you call yourself, watch the music that you listen to. A lot of these people listen to trap music and stuff like that, and those are demons, okay? And them demons playing in their head, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going along with that, okay? So these people, and also past failures in life, okay? So they got a lot going on, okay? They easily influenced, okay? Easily distracted and manipulated, okay? Past resentment of past issues, okay? And you got a lot of people that don't like to be held accountable. They make all these excuses. They have excuses from A to Z. They got a different sob story, okay? Except for them, instead of them being accountable, and trying to fix their problems, okay, they tried to hide from reality, and it's just a bunch of stuff that's going on with that. So with that being said, I'm not going to be bothered like that with people, okay, because we already at the end of the internet era, okay? We at the end of the internet era. It's already been changes going on, okay, with Google and all that. AI is in 100% full effect. So you trying to look up certain information, the information is disappearing. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. With that being said, I'ma disappear too, because I'm not dealing with nobody else's demons. I'm sorry. If you insecure about your life and you got past issues and all that, listen, I'm not dealing with that, okay? People are easily offended. I'm not dealing with that. I got a bright future ahead of me. God is good. I'm about to get my reparations while you pay the ultimate price, all because you had resentment. And I keep telling people, when you want your reparations and you trying to make it up out of here, you can't have negative thoughts about yourself. You have to be guiltless. Do you know what guiltless means? Guiltless means without guilt. Too many people talking, yet they easily offended. They show no shame, but they offended by everything, okay? I don't got time for that. That is not my lifestyle. That is not the direction that I'm headed. And I'm just gonna not even entertain it, okay? Let them argue with themselves. Just like I got rid of the dude, let him argue with himself about his past failures in life. Oh well, okay? The sooner you understand that don't nobody care about you, the worse off you be in your own hell. Because truth be told, a lot of these heathens that are guilty, shame, and easily offended, they are living in their own hell, okay? And followed by the hell will be downstairs in the fire and brimstone, where the fire never goes out and the water to quench their thirst. Hey man, it just is what it is. If you living your life right and you doing what's right, you ain't got nothing to be guilty about. You only guilty when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, I don't care if somebody talk about me. You can talk about me all you want to. You can call me ugly. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't care. Just don't lie on my character. Just don't lie on my character. You can say whatever else. Just don't lie on my character. And we good people, right? But you can't say nothing to these people, because as soon as you say the truth and the truth hits home, let me tell you something. The truth to these heathens, and I said heathen, okay? Because that's what they are, heathens. The truth to these heathens is like getting hit in the stomach and getting hit in the kneecaps. Okay, they fall, they stumble, okay, they can't deal with it. They can't take the truth, okay? The truth hurts. This is why they're getting easily offended. This is why they're saying people being judgmental. How people being judgmental? How? Oh, what would happen if somebody judged me? Judge me for what? What am I doing? You people are not understand is that you're only being judged if you doing something you're not supposed to be doing. When you're living trifling, yeah, you're being judged, okay? If you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, what's there to judge? What's there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. But obviously you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, okay? So therefore, them guilty conscience and that shame, okay, is kicking in. Reality is setting in for all these heathens, and I ain't got time for it. They living in their own hell. Let them rot. Stay away from me. I'm not coming near your doorstep, okay? So therefore, I'm going to be ignoring a lot of people, because I'm just not. If you flawed, get unflawed. Just because you flawed does not mean that you have to stay flawed, okay? You can pick yourself up out of that, but you don't want to do it, okay? And then you want to sit here and make up all these excuses. There is no excuse. You a grown individual. No grown man is justified by excuses. Either you're going to do, or you simply not going to do, and you're going to fail in life. That's just the way it goes. Even before I get on out of here, when I was in school, getting a D is considered passing, okay? Getting a D is considered passing. You people ain't even worth getting a D. You're not even worth trying. At least try. They don't even want to do that. They just want to be failures in life. I can't associate myself with that, okay? With that whole thing. You got to change the way you view yourself, and you got to change your mindset and stop having a negative mindset. Stop telling yourself you can't, and start telling yourself you are going to do it, you am going to do it, and follow the instructions to get there, okay? All these successful people, surgeons, and all these successful people, okay, millionaires and things of that nature, you think that they got where they be telling themselves negative thoughts like you told yourself? No, they told themselves great things, and they spoke life into themselves, and they followed their instructions to take them to where they need to be. They didn't tell them negative things like, I'm not perfect, oh, I'm not doing this, oh, I can't do this. Oh, they didn't tell themselves those type of things, okay? So with that being said, those are negative thoughts. Even when you sit down with the psychiatrist, and that's going to be another topic when we talk about psychology and things like that, okay? and dealing with psychology and things like that. It deals with the mind, the human mind. And you don't have to know somebody else's life in order for you to know that they're lying, okay? A lie is a lie. 1 + 1 = 2. Always did, always will. People think that you have to know their whole entire life and know them to know that they're lying. No, you told a lie and people caught you in your lie. That's just it, and that's just all. Nobody ain't got to know your personal life in order to know that you lying. You a liar. That's just it, and that's just all. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. So I spike and saw the brightest star of the constellation, man. The heathens, guilt, shame, and easily offended. Yes, yes, yes. I'm staying far away from these heathens. Wait until this internet shut down. They really gonna be feeling guilty about themselves. And all I can say is this: I told you so. I'ma see them on the end of their judgment. Excuse me. I'ma see them on the day of their judgment, and I'm going to watch and witness them get thrown up out of there. Them and they 8, 9, 10, how many other kids that they have, they're going to get thrown up out of there with all their children, and that's when it's really going to set in, okay? But hey, man, that's what they did. They did that. Life is about choices. Life is what you make it, okay? You make your own life, whatever it is you want your life to be. Anywho, I'm about to be out here, man. I'm gonna save myself. You need to save yourself. I'm Ghost, man. I'm out.